Hello, hello, hello. Hello, can you hear me, collective? I came back. Someone said the volume wasn't up. I don't know.
I live near me.
I don't know. I'm
Object.
just going to keep going because nothing's changed. Everything's the same. So, whoa. Let me try one thing. I can hear myself, so I'm not sure. Hmm, let me see. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Can everybody hear me? 'Cause there's some things I'd like to know. Yeah, it seems like everything's working. I'm just gonna keep going. And whatever happens, happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Yeah, everything's on. Oh, wait a second. Hello? How's this? Is that working? 1:11 on the clock. Okay, well, I'm going to continue. I'm sorry for the disruptions, but so we're talking about Jordan. I'll catch you up to speed. So this person is like the emperor's new clothes. This person's like the emperor.
Three spirits.
They find satisfaction with like name brands, fashion. They came up poor and they were innovative and they had some kind of um, love for fashion. They came up with fashion, and fast forward to their adult life. They're living in their fashion world as the emperor. They have friends that don't tell them the truth about certain things they wear, or certain things about their appearance. And they go to Vegas and they meet someone, they fall in love with them quickly. So they have a situationship where they get married. They get married in Vegas. They don't even have rings. The person they get married to has a gambling problem that could have possibly gambled their life savings away. So they ask their person they just married for money, but this person's like, no, I don't have any money, but I know a way we could get some because they have some kind of connections or something. And then their connections is someone in politics and someone who they think has um has their best intentions for them, but because they're in politics, but they don't. So it ends up being something that they might regret, and something happens that's makes them easily able to be blackmailed. So they got their heart broken, and now they possibly have a way to blackmail somebody. Spirit said stop there. Okay, so that's where we're at. Okay, I hope it works. I hope it's working. Craven, lacking courage. The craven lion cringed in the corner of his cage, terrified of the mouse. Faint hearted, spineless, timid. Yay, I'm so happy it's working. Thank you. Hopefully, people will still watch it. We'll see. It will reach whoever it needs to reach. So, this person's craven now. They're faint hearted, they're spineless, they're timid. They have friends that don't tell them the truth about their appearance. Their friends are consider this person some kind of authority figure or some kind of emperor or empress. And so they're not completely honest with them when it comes to certain outfits they wear and maybe their appearance, just like the emperor. The aristocracy, aristocracy. I don't know how to say it. They were too afraid to tell them how the truth, and it took a child to tell them the truth because they're opaque, they're blurred, cloudy, non-transparent. impossible to see through, preventing the passage of light. The heavy buildup of dirt, grime on the windows made them almost opaque. This person's not transparent. They could possibly lie a lot or get themselves into situations that make it impossible to see through. Unlike the Emperor's clothes, where you could see everything. This person puts on a show. They put on what they want you to see. They're fake, basically. They're a fake person. Taciturn. Silent, not talkative. The clerk's taciturn nature earned him the nickname Silent Bob. They don't really talk that much because they're kind of shallow. They're lacking courage. They're kind of cringy in the sense that they fall in love easily. They have an obsessive love style, and so they need like a man to make them somebody. If they don't have a man, they feel insecure, or a woman. They feel insecure. They don't feel like they don't have any depth. They're very superficial. They think that clothes are really important. They probably wear like name brands. They don't have any depth because they're not transparent. They think people won't like them. Credulous. Too trusting, gullible. Although some 4-year-olds believe in the tooth fairy, only the most credulous 9-year-olds also believe in her. Susceptible, trusting. This person was definitely naive because they mean you harm. Because they trusted people that meant them harm. The politician and the lover. These are two people that they thought that she could trust, or they could trust, but clearly not. They might have gotten them into some kind of trouble that they don't know how to get out of. Maybe we can help. How can we help? How can we help this person get a higher perspective of their linear view? Give love and gratitude. Aw, Spirit just sent a confirmation to give love and gratitude when this card pulled out. Missive. A written note or a letter. Priscilla spent hours composing a romantic missive for Elvis. A message. A message for a celebrity? This person may have wrote a message for a celebrity? Or for this person, because they fall in love very easily, and because they're naive and gullible. So it's like an innocence of not having experience or not having healed certain wounds. To chocolate. Spirit said chocolate. They could have written a note and sent some. Oh, I gotcha. They were easily trusting and gullible because whoever they married just wrote them a note and sent them some flowers and some chocolate. And they're like, okay, I guess it's okay now. Because they're just very gullible. But it's predictable and cliche and boring. Their relationship is actually boring. His conversation consisted of banal phrases like "Have a nice day" or "Another day, another dollar." Yeah, because probably when they talked on the phone, she's like, "Hey, how's your day going?" He's like, "Oh, another day, another dollar," because he's shallow too. Both of these people married each other. They're both like emperors with emperor's new clothes in their own rights, but separately. But this person is naive and gullible. They're missing an element of their personality. There's something about them that doesn't allow enough light to pass through to help them illuminate things about themselves. They have a cloudy, blurred perception of themselves because nobody around them is trusting. No, they can't trust anybody around them. They have a cliche, boring clique that just, even the person they marry, they just talk about very superficial things. They don't tell them the truth about their appearance. So when you're around people that never tell you the truth, when you're around people that don't tell you the truth and they're not honest with you, those are the people who will backstab you, so something about Elvis. We did do a celebrity read for Elvis. If you want to go check out the celebrity reads in the I believe the psychic development folder or playlist. I said folder, sorry. Impious, not devout in religion. The nun cut herself off from impious family after she entered the convent. Immoral, irreverent, profane. Yeah, I wonder if this person is devout to a religion, because it says not devout in religion, and it says a nun cut herself off from impious family. Maybe that's what this person needs to do. They have a group of friends and someone they married I don't know if this person's trying to blackmail the person they married, or the person they married trying to blackmail them for money. Because I think they may have stole something from them. They definitely stole their heart. Oh, I wish I didn't have to start over, but that's okay.
Carrier.
Spirit, can you tell me more about this religion? Is this person devout? Phantom. Neophyte. Novice, a beginner. A relative neophyte at bowling. Rodolfo rolled all of his balls into the gutter. Apprentice, greenhorn, tyro. So this person is devout, but they're new to it. I think in the beginning they were devout, and then they started to get notoriety and recognition or something with their fashion, and then they kind of like forgot about that life, and they started just focusing on, I want to say, views. Drain. Yeah, it started draining them because they were focusing on the wrong thing, where in the beginning they were focusing on the right thing, but then these people came into their lives, these clout chasers. They just got a bad environment or a bad team around them that didn't support them in a divine way, because they were impious. They didn't have any religious beliefs at all. Catalyst. It was the catalyst that brought them down. Something that brings about a change in something else. The imposition of harsh taxes was the catalyst that finally brought on the revolution. Yeah, this person's squad is bad news, man. Whoever their friends are, whoever this politician is, there could be a celebrity in here. They have friends. They've made friends in high places because of their notoriety in the fashion game, or maybe going to high-end stores, or I don't know, maybe they have like a platform or something where they're like got propelled into some kind of like an emperor. Like emperor has new clothes, but they're like new. It's like I want to say like new money. Like they're not used to having this much attention and this much money and this many friends, but these aren't their real friends. They're just cliche. They just want to be around this person because of their notoriety. Yeah, but this person started out as pious. They had divine light in them, but now, because of their friends and the people they've chosen to hang out with, and the way that they they don't have any spirit anymore. Oh, no spirit, no home. That's sad. Learned. Erudite. Learned, scholarly, bookish. Yeah, this person was doing good. An annual meeting of philosophy professors was a gathering of the most erudite, well-published. And you don't have anything to talk about with these people because you're a scholar. You're a scholarly person. You're smart. You're hanging out with people who are cliche, that only talk about superficial things. They don't know how to talk. They're vapid. Vapid. Oh, they're commonplace, they're innocuous, they're insipid, okay? You're hanging out with people that aren't even on your level. That's why that's the thing about energy, you guys. It's like
Go
you
west.
you have to if you want to become abundant, you have to hang out with abundant people, because you don't see, you don't see, I don't know who's a rich person. You don't see Drake hanging out at, the shitty bowling alley down the street. And I'm not saying that to like separate anybody, but it's about vibration. If you're hanging out with people that don't match you vibrationally, that don't feel good to be around, you can't talk to them. You talk about boring things. Um, they're always gossiping or talking shit about people. That's a sign that you're not into that. So the longer you hang out with them, the more they're going to bring you down, because they have to match you. Like if you're up here, they have to match you, or you have to come down, because and they ain't gonna come up to match you. I'll tell you that right now. You have to separate yourself from them, otherwise you become them. Spirit said you get no spirit. So this person's some bookworm that's smart, that's inventive, innovative. They started off on a good foot, but they lost their way because of the people they're hanging out with. They're too trusting and too gullible. Sari could be significant. Posit. To assume as real or conceited, to propose an explanation. Before proving the math problem, we needed to pose it that X and Y were real numbers. Suggest. These people are so conceited. They suggest things to this person to make them appear less than. It's like they purposely give them bad advice all the time or bad suggestions. You gotta change your friends, girl or boy, because these people are vapid. To cheat, to defraud. Bilk. Yeah, they're trying to cheat and defraud you. When the greedy salesman realized that his customer spoke poor French, he bilked the tourist out of 20 euros. Beat, defrauded, overreached. These people are overstepping their boundaries with you, and they're not giving you good advice. They're cliche. They're boring as hell. You got to get away from these people for sure. Fundamentally different, entirely unlike. Yeah, you're not like these people, and they hate it. They want you to be like them so desperately because they're vapid. They're worn out. They're tired. They this says prosaic. I'm sorry, prosaic. They probably need Prozac. They're not for you, honey, okay? They're not your friends. They don't lift you up. They tell you bad advice. They don't tell you the truth. Or maybe you can't take the truth. Need a voice. Yeah, you need a friend who's not going to be afraid to tell you something honest. To tell you that no, your eyebrows look like you look surprised. I love you, but you look like you're surprised all the time. No, it doesn't look cute because your face looks 10 times lighter than your body. Those are like things that you you need good friends to tell you things like that. If you don't have friends telling you the truth, then you got to get rid of them. Okay? They got to go. And this person you married is the same thing. This person, you married someone based on looks and what they were wearing. Inculcate, to teach, to impress in the mind. Most parents inculcate their children with their beliefs and ideas instead of allowing their children to develop their own ideas. Implant, indoctrinate, instill, preach. Yeah, this is preach. We have preach, religion, pious, impious. We have a lot. I think this person may have grown up in a religious house, maybe with 3 people, mom, dad, and a sibling. Excuse me. They could have been indoctrinated to have some like submissive traits, to not really establish your own confidence, boundaries. I think boundaries are a big thing here. And being too trusting. being gullible, not trusting your intuition. Austere. Severe or stern in appearance, undecorated. The lack of decoration makes Zen temples seem austere in the untrained eye. Frequencies. Bleak. This person is bleak. Severe. Something they did was severe. Something they did was grim and severe because they've been hanging out with these bad vibes. They may have done something that it's not good, you guys. Uh-oh. Okay, tell mama, what's going on? What did these people do? What did these people do? What happened with Jordan? Spirit, can you please tell me what happened? What did they do that was stern or undecorated? Saturn, sixth planet from the sun and the second largest in the solar system, has a nice ring to it, don't you think? They got married, the marriage. It was something severe they did. They got married to their boss?
Infected.
Or their boss infected them. Is an idiot. You know it and we know it. This person's boss is an idiot and could have encouraged this person and gave him bad advice to get married. Oh my gosh. Pyramid. Some pyramid scheme. Pyramid. Built by ancient civilizations found mainly in Egypt, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, and Peru, probably the result of some pyramid scheme. So that must be the person that they called to borrow money or whatever. They're like in Vegas because their stupid husband has a gambling problem and gambled all their savings. So that wasn't enough. So they had to go get more money. They could have possibly asked them for money, and they're like, well, I don't have that much money, but I know someone who can help. And they called up all their connections, and it was some kind of pyramid scheme that they got pulled into that was selfish, greedy, stingy, miserly, because it was all for money. A high school bathroom. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. It wasn't anything that had to do with angels. There were no angels in this situation where fools rushed in. Sky, angels are in the sky, not in the bathroom. These people were reaching to low places to get money. What did they do? What did they do? What did they do for money? Clark Gable, American film actor noted as a romantic lead. Frankly, my dear, he didn't give a damn. Man, this person they married is a selfish high school asshole. Just immature, didn't give a damn the whole time about this person, was just, I don't know what they were doing. What did these people do together to get money? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. I love you so much. You're my favorite. I love you. I love you. Let me change cards. Okay. Let's see what adventure they went on. Let's look in our adventure book. Let's see. What did they do? Please, Spirit, tell us what they did. Dinosaur bones and Yeti fingernails. I had this the other day. Here, let me try again. One day in the land of fairy tales, a huge storm broke out. It rained and rained and rained. When the rain stopped and the sun came out, a marvelous rainbow made up of 7 different colors filled the sky. I am the most important color, said Red. I colored the most beautiful flowers, the sweetest fruits, and the tastiest vegetables. No way, Orange responded. I'm the color. That's the most important. Everyone knows the juiciest fruits are from my color. So there was some kind of dick measuring contest where this group of people were perhaps in Vegas saying, "No, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win," or something. There was something they were doing where one of them wanted to look like the most. It was like a competition. As if by magic, a beautiful rainbow formed the sky. Magic? Did you say magic? Oh my god. Please no. Let's look in our focus book. Spirit, please tell us what happened with these people. Notice. Yeah, I swear they must have been partying in Vegas with like a celebrity, a politician, an actor. I say a couple celebrities because I think one was music, one was an actor, one was their boss, and one was a politician or something. And they all were with the politician, which is their common thread, their common denominator. The politician, everyone thought the politician was there for their highest good, but really the politician's job is to get people for some pyramid scheme. So they did some pyramid scheme with an actor, a musical artist, the politician, the married couple, and I think that's it. There could be more, I don't know. And they did some kind of pyramid scheme to get, but these people wanted to get recognition. They wanted to look like they wanted clout. Okay, they were clout chasers. They wanted to say that they did this in front of a celebrity to look cool or whatever. So notice, they wanted to get noticed. Taking notice of us always takes confidence in creating great plans. Great plans take great kindness and awareness that you already have, the awareness that no place you realize would be, getting noticed takes confidence and takes creative plans. Being kind is always taken notice. You always have aware of being kind. So something they did wasn't kind? If you're already in a place that you realize that you're not doing so well and you're seeking to get noticed, that's not a place of hope. Your intention will be hidden, but it's never hidden from Jesus. He will find your heart and his hand, and you will look away in these moments when you should take note, because they prepare us for those. They prepare us by the way we felt in that certain work project, or when you went to go help a friend with an encouraging random text. That's a way to get noticed. Okay, so these people are trying to get noticed by the wrong people by doing the things that weren't kind. And they use these things that weren't kind for the wrong kind of recognition. You want to get more noticed by doing a kind act for someone without anyone, you get noticed by God. That's who you want to get noticed by. You don't want to who cares about getting noticed by any celebrities? Who cares about that? You can get noticed by a celebrity and do unkind acts and lose your place, your position, your authority with God. And then what's that celebrity going to do for you then? That's idolizing false idols. So you get noticed by what you do when nobody's looking. What are the things you do when nobody's around That's that's what shows your character, not the things you do when a celebrity's looking. The celebrity's not God. The celebrity doesn't care what you do. So this person was trying to make a name for themselves by putting someone down or being unkind in some way. And this must have excited them because it was unexpected in the place they found themselves.
1970s.
Something with fingerprints. Something with fingerprints. Um, I just saw something in my head. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's true. I was thinking about fingerprints and I saw them like they all cut their fingers or like prick their fingers. They all made themselves bleed for some reason. Whatever the thing that it is they did. Okay, let's get some answers. Let's bust out the tarot. Actually, let's do these cards. Okay. Spirit, please tell us what the hell's going on. What did these people do together? What these people do together? Besides be unkind. The Edge, 11th house. They created let me show you. 11th house, they created some kind of common goal, some kind of startup, experimentation. They were doing a group activity that was an experiment that felt like a festival. It was like some kind of rebellion. Kelly could be significant. It gave them some kind of hope, and it was it was like some kind of exploratory mission they went on with these people. The Alchemist in reverse. It was ritualistic, witchy. Oh, Jesus. They may have done some kind of witchy ritual. Maybe that's why I saw them prick their finger. It was critical. They were excited about it. They were excited about doing something unhealthy that they thought would give them insight and help them be more efficient, but it actually did the opposite and made them more critical of themselves and made what was already perfect imperfect. They did it without nervousness and they weren't very methodical about it. For doing something so ritualistic, they weren't very methodical. I'm taking that as like they didn't really know what they were doing. They were just doing it to be cool. They couldn't say no. They didn't want to say no in front of a celebrity. Oh my God, in front of celebrities, they didn't want to say no. What didn't they want to say no about? Why couldn't they say no? Why couldn't they say no? Radio. Oh, they must have had. Oh, I'm getting deja vu right now. Okay, deja vu. I've done this before. Or I had a premonition of doing it. So they were trying to show off. This is the second Saturn card. Something about Saturn. Something about the rings of Saturn. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Something about the rings of Saturn. Let me look that up. Maybe there's symbology. Symbology of the rings of Saturn. The rings of Saturn represent, or thought to represent, pieces of comets, asteroids, shattered moon. Well, that's not. They're billions of small chunks of ice and rock coated with other materials, such as dust. What's the mystery behind the rings? They could have evolved from two icy moons that collided. So something about what? God of time, generation, dissolution, abundance, wealth. Oh, renewal and liberation. They were doing it because of the promise of wealth. That's right. They were doing it to begin with for money. Oh my gosh. Stupid fucking
In the
money.
morning.
They did it until the morning. They did it all night until the morning. They they took time. They took time without the understanding of without maturity, without self-control. They were trying to show they had discipline to do a tradition or to have structure by doing this ritual that they did until the morning for abundance. They must have said, you have to light a candle and hop on your foot one time and dance around until your head falls off. Whatever they were doing, it didn't turn out very good. What's the outcome? What's the outcome for this person? How can we help? How can we be of service? What can we tell this person? The energy is so, it feels very tiring. Scorpio in reverse, powerhouse. It wasn't transformative. It took from this person. They were in lusty primal energy. They were manipulated. Now it's destructive. It was destructive, compulsive, obsessive. I told you this person has an obsessive love style. They got themselves into big trouble trying to clout chase for celebrities and some actor, some politician in Vegas. Sextile, opportunity. They collaborated for an opportunity for money. They thought doors were going to open for them. They thought that they were going to be welcomed with open arms, but it was all a lie. It was all a lie. It wasn't real. I don't know why, but I'm being called to look at Shrouded College. Oh my gosh, yes, look. This is the couple. This is the celebrities and the politicians. And they were like, "Oh, you want to be part of our club? It's really exclusive. All you have to do is one thing." Let's see what they had to do. Oh my gosh, they're like, "See, there's all these places for you to sit. Look at all these places that you could sit. You could sit with us. You could wear a robe and be part of our club." The Shrouded College. "We succeeded, sir, but there was a complication." What are you talking about? "Either you got the last coin or you didn't." "We did and didn't." "We got the last coin, the 666 piece of Curak, smuggled out of hell. It was where Alex sent us in Ireland." In Ireland? "Held by a man named Macready. But that wasn't the only coin he had. Maya found a second one. It seems like the original set of coins aren't all that exist. Macready purchased another from a source we haven't yet identified. We'll give you all the information we gathered. It isn't much, but hopefully you can use it to brief the new team." Acclamation. The new team? Question mark. "Yes, we have fulfilled the terms of our agreement with the Shrouded College. All 666 original Curak are accounted for, which means Sebastian and I are free." "Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. You were tasked to ensure humanity no longer has access to hell coins, to permanently remove their corrupted influence. If you had succeeded, they would be under the shroud. and we could continue working to subdue the other supernatural threats that plague this world. But if coins remain, your work is not done. So they sent these people off to get something that they needed, but they only got half of it. They didn't get what this is bullshit. We did it. We found the coins, Maya. Floundering. They didn't do the mission right. They did it half-assed. They're like, well, maybe this will be good enough. And the council was like, no, that's not good enough. We need them all or something. And this person's pregnant. So there could be a pregnancy. What is going on? Spirit, give me a card to tell me what's going on. What is happening? I have a feeling that
The number is unclear.
I don't know if I should say it. Maybe I should say it for the data. I have a feeling that this group of people needed them to get more people to join. So they set them out to find more people. Certify, yeah. And they didn't come back with the right amount of people, so they brought something back. Yeah, they brought something back. Oh, thanks, Jacoby. Thank you. You're the only person in here, so at least you're enjoying it. A moment's regret. Nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. These two people had to bring something back that they knew they made a mistake. They didn't want to do it, but they already pricked their finger or like made some kind of blood oath or something that's binding. It's binding. I think that they had to bring a human back to sacrifice, but instead they like brought an animal or something, because I see a snake here. Cardiac. Yeah, there's two. There's two animals. They were supposed to bring a human sacrifice to get this money. Because they were followers. They wanted to clout chase instead of using their own intuition. And because of that, they brought animals back because they didn't want to kill a human. They didn't know that's what the deal would be. So now this person is bound to the devil without a human. They don't have a human to give, and they don't want to kill somebody. They can't bring a human, and so I mean, I don't want to say that, but they could potentially, the devil wants a body. You make a deal with the devil. Spirit, can you please tell me if they made a deal with the devil? I got 6 of Cups in reverse, selfishness and greed. I got 5 of Swords in reverse. They were trying to be fair and approachable to find peace after stress because they realized they made a mistake, but 9 of Pentacles in reverse. These are all in reverse. Frivolous setbacks, poverty, false success. Because they didn't realize the cost of what they did. Page of Swords, restless. Because they were looking for a thirst of knowledge for new ideas. They got sold a dream because they're immature. They're Page of Cups. They're very immature. They're the Fool. They embarked upon a new adventure they didn't do any research for. They didn't talk to anyone else about it. They just jumped head in. They probably were drunk in Vegas. They were drunk off love. Drunk in love. We'll be all night. Well, oh, baby, all night. Yeah, but it was trickery from the beginning. The whole thing was a sham. Spirit, what's going to happen to this person now that they've found themselves? What's going to happen to this person? Maggoty. They're going to be 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Lack of long-term vision, waste, disorganization, chaos, work with no results. Is there a way that we can help them unfuck themselves? Is there a way? 4444 on the clock! Is there a way they can unfuck themselves? How can we help? You are not defined by what's inside your head. You are what you do, your actions. These people's actions are showing them exactly who they are, and they're just going to have to deal with it and try again next lifetime. Okay? I'm sorry. I hope this helps. Love you. Bye.